I think it's about 60% of all the American dub for anime happens here in Texas. It happens between Sentai Studios here in Texas and Okratron and Funimation, which is now Crunchyroll. And in the late 90s, ADV Films, which is now known as Sentai, um, founded by John Ledford and Matt Greenfield, they had lots of licenses to do a lot of anime titles, Bubblegum Crisis and Dirty Pair and Golden Boy and all these really cool old series and everything. And they didn't have any actors. They didn't have a pool of actors to do them. They didn't have a talent pool. So they put out audition notices in the local paper. So we look in the back of what's called the Houston Press, which is still active in Houston right now. It's online, and we saw friends of mine would see open call auditions every couple of months for a little while. I don't know how long it lasted, but and we all went down there just and stayed in a big room in a studio, and we all went one by one in to meet Matt Greenfield and try an audition for like the show Dirty Pair and stuff like that. I remember my audition was for Dirty Pair, and a bunch of us got taken into their talent pool until they had a big enough pool of actors. And so Houston has a huge theater scene, right? There's lots of theaters here in town, Alley Theater and Catastrophic Theater, Main Street Theater, Stages, all these really, really Fourth Wall Theater Company, all these really well-known things. And if you go see a lot of Houston theater, chances are you're looking at somebody on stage who has, if you look up their name, they've got an anime rap sheet on IMDb. Because we've all been doing it for about 25 years. And people join at different times, but I was one of the people who got in kind of what you'd call the ground floor with when it all was starting up. I think they had been going for about a year, perhaps 6 months maybe, but I was in there like 1998, I think, is when I did my first job.